is about Gemini, and this video is about what you truly need to know about Geminis. And obviously, the third thing I'm going to talk about is what their true talent is. And with a Gemini, their high level talent or their ultimate talent is problem solving. Geminis just know how to solve problems. You come to a Gemini with your problem, you come to Gemini with an issue you have, they are going to solve it. They are going to work that brain because they enjoy thinking, they know how to think, they practice thinking like naturally without even knowing that they're thinking, and they think because they're always trying to solve problems. And problem solving is their high level talent. So whatever they need to do in life, it needs to include problem solving, and they will do very well. It's that simple. Gemini's best friend in the zodiac. Gemini's best friend is a Gemini. Of course. Why would it not be anything else but a Gemini? We're talking about the twins here, okay? Twins, yeah? So that Gemini, closest person, is going to clearly be another Gemini because it's the twins. It's a twin connection. You know, I'm not saying it's twin flames or anything like that, but it definitely is a twin connection when two Geminis connect. They understand each other on a mental level. They get each other. They communicate in the open, natural way. You know, they understand the intricacies of what's happening, what's going on, what's been said. Very good listeners, very good communicators. You know, understanding the whole concept of everything is, you know, what Gemini likes, and they don't have to dumb it down for each other and stuff like that. They just get it, and they can speak openly. You know, there's no like trying to like placate to someone's feelings and needs and stuff like that. You know, Geminis just get along well, and they like the variety. They're not too overbearing with each other as well. So it really works. It really, truly works. Their time of the day is 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Now, why is this Gemini's time? Well, first and foremost, this is the time of the day that if you haven't left your house already, you need to go. You know, Gemini is an air sign. So you need to be out in the air, out in the open. You know, Gemini is about movement. You know, we're talking about the arms. The arms move the most in the human body. Okay. So, you know, they rule the arms, they will shoulders, hands, and everything. And it's all about movement. So you need to be outside moving. You know, Geminis like to keep variety. They like to be flexible. They like different things all the time. Do you know what I mean? So being outside is a key component. Also, this time of the day, you should schedule your meetings. You should schedule any sort of communication that you have with important people and stuff between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, because this is the sweet spot to talk. This is the sweet spot to understand. You know, Gemini is all about communication. So yeah, this really is where you can get great communication in life. So organize your meetings, especially the important ones, between this time. It's very important. How to improve? How do Gemini improve? And just so you know, if you truly want to improve, I do birth chart readings. If you go onto my TikTok page, you can see the link to my website. And if you click on that link, you can book whichever reading you like. And I'll be there to not only go through things like this, but your entire birth chart so you can completely improve your life. But how to improve? How does a Gemini improve? Well, they need to study. Study is, you know, key. Learning. This is key. It's key for Gemini to learn, study. Do you know why? They need, and when we talk about learning, we're not talking about only education. And education can be involved, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But they need to study something. They really need to look into something and study it, know the intricacies, know the details of it, get it, because they're quick learners. Gemini is a quick learner. Talking about Mercury, quicksilver. Yeah. So Mercury is called quicksilver. So that's why Geminis are quick learners. They pick up things like this, you know. And how to improve is studying. They need to find subjects that they're interested in and study it. Focus on it, learn it, absorb it. That's how you improve. And how you increase your value. How Geminis increase their value. Because Geminis like change, because Geminis like variety, Consistency. Consistency is how a Gemini truly, truly gains value or increases their value, because they are the type of sign that, they can be very, very inconsistent. They can like something this day and then they can change their mind and do something else. They can want to be, start something or do something and then maybe not complete it or not continue to go and do it. Once they be consistent in something that, problem solving, something that they've learned and studied. Once they continue that consistency, then they will see their value increasing. And when we talk about value, it's basically what you can do. Like how, if you're not about, can someone else replace you easily? That's the key for value. When you think about value, can someone else just come in and step in and do what you do? Very easily. If it's not easy for someone to do what you do at that level, then that's how you become, that's a true indication of value. You're hard to replace. And increasing your value with Gemini is being consistent, because they are such learners and problem solvers. So it's all about consistency. Health. Strengthen lungs. So with Gemini, it's all about the lungs, okay? As long as they have good lungs, they're good, most of the time. Breathing is a good thing for them. They need to do like deep breathing. Sometimes that heavy breathing, like getting all the air into the lungs, circulating through the body and everything like that. That is such a Gemini thing that they need to do, that it actually provides them with more health, running, jogging, something that just allows them to be breathing heavily. The more they increase their lung capacity, the better for Gemini. They need to test their lungs, not like, because it's a little bit unhealthy to completely always push your lungs. Obviously, if you're an athlete, that's what you're trying to achieve something. I get it, but still, if you're not trying to be an athlete, you don't need to push your lungs every day and running like 10K a day. But what you do need to do is you do need to do certain things that test your lungs and allow you to breathe deeply in order to fill your lungs with air. And the more you do that, the better it is for your health. It's that simple. Spiritual practice is an interesting one. It's a very, very interesting one. Confession. Geminis, to truly gain spiritualness, is confessing. Spiritual awareness is confessing. For their practice is to kind of like, in some ways, it doesn't have to be to a priest or whatever. It doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes it can just be talking their truth to somebody. It can be just that. It can be just opening up completely and speaking what they feel is maybe close to their heart or close to their mind. Just allowing that. Maybe saying things that maybe nobody's heard before, and communicating that. It's kind of like it raises their spiritual vibration, because we know Gemini is a communicator. And the hardest thing for Gemini to communicate is, obviously, most people generally, is the deepest, darkest secrets. But when Gemini communicates that true thing that has affected them, or something that's inside of them, or just something that's bothering them on their day, that confession is a spiritual practice. Some people may not think that, but it truly is. Confession is a spiritual thing. It's cleansing, and that's what Gemini is doing when they're talking, communicating their heart. They're cleansing themselves, cleansing their soul. So that's what they're here to do. And, what their purpose is really, I think, inform the world. They're here to inform the world. They're here to tell people what's going on, what's happening, what they should do, how to, better themselves, how to do this or how to do that, or what they should do with this or what they should do with that. They are here Their purpose, Gemini's purpose, is to communicate information that will help people become better. That's what their purpose is. They can't be silent. They have to tell people what they can do to increase their life, or even what they should avoid. You know, what's going on in the world, what bad things are happening, what things need to be understood. You know, that's their purpose. Their purpose is to inform the world of the good, bad, and the ugly, basically. And their deadly sin is lust. Gemini's deadly sin is lust. When a Gemini is completely focused on the lust, focused on that, really, yeah, we're talking about sex. When a Gemini is completely focused on that, they don't achieve anything. They don't do anything. And in fact, it becomes a hindrance to their life. You know, that's not what they're here to do. Like I said, it's the purpose is informing the world. But a lot of Geminis sink into this lustful nature because they're very good at communicating and stuff, and they know how to please people with words. So, you know, they can if they focus too much on the lust, yeah, it's going to go wrong. It's going to go wrong. Life is not going to proceed in the way that they want to. They need to focus on what they're here to do, what they're here to achieve, what their purpose is. Obviously, have intimate relationships is key. But, yeah, complete lust should not be part of their remit. No way. So, this is what a Gemini truly, truly needs to know. If you want to know any more information, like I said, contact me.